So we just got a bit of disappointing news from Jedi Survivor, and I've gotta say, this one was surprising because I honestly thought that EA and Respawn had learned from Jedi Fallen Order. So in IGN's new video all about Cal Kestis's combat stances, we see very clearly that Cal is facing off against enemies in a sort of training area, clearly not a part of the campaign as special mode. However, in a pinned comment, IGN noted, and I haven't seen a lot of people picking up on this, that the combat exhibition seen in the chamber in the video is explicitly a test environment created for the purpose of showing off the combat stances and is not something that a player can load up in the game proper. So, in other words, this sandbox area is not one players can access, and this is really baffling. A lot of you probably don't know this, I would say most of you don't, but this is pretty much the same thing that happened in Jedi Fallen Order. And a lot of you are going to be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order had that. It was added in a content update. Yeah, it was. However, when I was testing the game before a launch, this was also a feature that was available then. It was a bit more basic than what came in the final game, but not too different. It was essentially a wave mode where you try to survive for as long as you could. Again, just to reiterate, this was Jedi Fallen Order, not the new game, but they told us the same thing they most likely just told IGN. This is a game mode that will not be shipped with the game. It's simply for testing purposes. Obviously, we were all like, why are you not including it? This is awesome. And they apparently agreed because, of course, they decided to add it in the content update. But let's back up a little bit before going further. It is possible that they're simply referring to this exact arena and that the wave mode still exists, but will come in a different form. I will say, however, reading specifically that it's a test environment for the purpose of showing off the combat stances kind of leads me to feel that it might not exist, especially because IGN had to pin that comment. If there was going to be some other mode in the game, I don't really think fans would care whether it looked exactly like that or was a little bit different. Let's assume that's not the case though, and just kind of talk about if it's not in the game. So why are they not doing the same now in Jedi Survivor? It's just baffling to me. It's a fun game mode. It's not at all controversial to say that the single best aspect of the game is its combat, so why not give us a mode that really focuses on that? Some people will say it probably has to do with, the integrity of the story and wanting the combat to be experienced through that lens. Okay, I understand. At the very least, include the mode. If you want to lock it behind, a completion of the game, do that. But if you've made a fun tool, why not give it to players? Just really baffling to me. I guess perhaps it might not be ready yet, but if that's the case, why not? Anyway, let me know your thoughts below.